Disciples were arriving. They didn't have to say, "What do you want?" They didn't ask Jesus, "Why are you talking to her?" They didn't have to. I understood what they were thinking, what they were feeling. Time for me to leave. I left my jug at the well and I went into Sychar. And I started telling the men, "Come see a man who told me everything I've ever done. Could this be the Messiah?" Now, give me credit. If I'd have gone in there and said, "I've met the Messiah and he's at the well," they'd have laughed me out of town. But give them an opportunity to hear for themselves, to make their own judgment, and they were willing to come. Come they did. Some believed almost immediately and said, "It's because of your testimony that he told you everything you'd ever done." I'd hardly tasted the living water, and already the well springing up in me was meeting other people's needs. Almost immediately, they began asking him, "Would he stay? Would he stay?" Well, now, you know, no Jew sojourned in Samaria. But Jesus didn't let religious prejudice get in the way of ministry. If he's wanted, he's available. Same way today. Jesus doesn't push himself on those who don't want him, but he's available for those who do. Jesus stayed with us for 2 days, and more people came. More people believed. The people who believed early began to grow. The village of Sychar was evangelized by me. A half-breed woman living in sin. Is that a hoot? Jesus doesn't care who you were. He doesn't care what you've done. All he cares is that you will repent living your own life and submit to living the life he has for you to live. You realize, of course, if I had met one of the religious that day at the well, there'd have been no conversation. I'd have gone away thirsty, and Sychar would not have been evangelized. The religious don't have time for the likes of me. God had to send his own son. Jesus looked beyond my sin. He saw my need and my longing, and he met those for me.